right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing tonight? This silver market is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let's do a brief audio and visual check. Coach Hoop. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. Coach Hoop and I was having a conversation, some back and forth, talking about the silver. It's just mind-blowing how volatile it is for me anyway, for me on an active market. And I'll talk more about it and why it's so mind-blowing. I mean, you see stocks all the time move this percentages, right? These percentages, but not very rarely do you see something this big move this much for this long, right? Usually it's like a one-day thing due to tariffs. We were talking about the NASDAQ last year. Remember when the whole tariff situation came last spring, where we had the NASDAQ move from top to bottom or bottom to top at like 9% when there was tariffs, and there was a 90-day pause, and we've seen some insane volatility over the years. But having it this consistent and this much is just, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. So I'm in a sim account. I'm going to stay in the sim account for a little bit, trading it up here in silver. It's too volatile to put money at risk right now unless things start to settle down. And yeah, pretty crazy. Feels like the early days of Bitcoin. This has much bigger market cap than the Bitcoin, but in terms of percentage, sure, I get that. But as always, welcome everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA, and as always in the YouTube chat, there is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything we go over is for educational purposes only, and yeah, it's not a signals class. We found someone found that out last night. But here we are. We are watching the silver markets. These markets are absolutely moving. It's pretty crazy to see. It's called slow markets, but I mean, when we're trading, it's been all but slow for the past few months, a while actually, like a while, as we're watching these markets. So let's just do a brief rundown, do a little bit of a rapid fire. This market is just, oh man, I just don't have the words for it. Well, let's just have a top-down analysis, right? A top-down analysis. Let's start on the daily. What's there to say on the daily here on silver? You have this massive rally, and then you had a day like this. We came all the way up to 117, completely rejected, down to 103s. Low, we went down, we tagged 101.80s, right? Or 101.71. And now look where we're at tonight. That's a very, if you know technicals, that's a very bearish pattern, right? Big rejections. Someone was saying, blowing off the top. But is it really, if we don't get any follow through from that low? Look at this. We're up 9%. And that's not the amazing part. If we start to zoom in, you got to put this in perspective. This is where we opened up with this gap on Sunday night. And we've rallied up from that, just from the gap where we opened, 13%, 12.9, give or take, right? And then today, during the afternoon, right at noon Central Time, we sold off, what was that, 13.6%? And most of this bottom part, this came right at the close. As soon as the market closed, we started to sell off in silver. We got down to those mid 101s, and now we are right back up into the 110s. You could see from that low to where we were there just a second ago. Almost 9%. 1,820 ticks. Remember, a micro is $5 a tick. So one micro, 1,821 ticks is pretty mind-blowing if you ask me. just one micro to catch that. Man, that's crazy. So what I am watching tonight in silver, there wasn't really much. I was just a little speechless, I guess. I'm watching. This was a level of support. It became a level of support. When we broke down, it looked like it was going to become resistance again. But as soon as we opened tonight, like 38 minutes ago, the market was just so bullish. We'll zoom into a 5-minute. You guys, I could show you what I was looking at. You can see last night during the Asian session, right? Nice level of support and resistance here at the 107. It became support again during, the New York session. And then as soon as the bell closed, right? As soon as the New York session bell closed, we just sold off. We got down to that level. We came up, we tested it, right? Support. It was support. It became resistance, and it just became resistance very briefly, like 10 minutes. We sold off, retested where we opened tonight, and then just ripped. It just ripped. From that rip in 20 minutes, there's a nice little $6.50, 6.33%, and it's just been insane. But let's get to these markets. Yes, no Coach J. Coach J's, he's sick. He's under the weather. The health is absolutely the most important. So he is not going to be on tonight. Once he starts feeling better, we'll bring him on for slow markets as always. But yep, rest, sleep, time away from the charts. I'm sure he needs it after having a puppy. Right, he's had a new puppy for a little bit, and so feeling sick and having a puppy and everything, as much as he's putting towards the community here at Topstep, just he definitely needs to be sleeping right now rather than sitting here on slow markets getting a heart attack watching silver. So that is the silver market. Maybe we get a little bit of a pullback here. We are hovering around $110 here in silver. We had that rally. Is this a bullish flag, or are we going to have a pullback? So there's this rally. And so what I'm looking at right now is, is this a bullish flag? Are we going to have a continuation, or are we going to have some type of pullback? There's Coach J in the chat, on the couch with a blanket right now. Trade well, everyone. Well, hopefully you're staying warm and, enjoying. Don't look at silver, man. Don't look at silver. It'll make you sick, literally. But, I'd love to see a pullback. We got that huge pullback, and it didn't really last long. I mean, you've seen that daily chart, and let's watch this. I'm going to continue to watch this. I have a sim account open because this has been very volatile. If you want to talk about volatility, look at the DOM. I'll show you the DOM here on the. Oh, this is ugly, Coach Hoop. This will make you sick. Look how there's just nothing there. Look at the bids and asks. Like, there's no liquidity there. Try and market order on that. You're going to get slipped, 10 ticks, and So where's the liquidity? It's so volatile, so insane. It's almost like it's a news event during FOMC when we're watching the NASDAQ. I mean, it's actually worse than that, and it's just staying consistent how bad that DOM is, and that's where the difference between a live account versus simulated account. I mean, trying to get filled on any type of size in this type of a market is crazy. It absolutely is. So there's a good example between the mini, and then we'll go over to the micro, and you can see the difference and why I'm, a little bit more okay trading a micro. See how the bid and ask it's tighter. You actually have more volume on these micros, even though it still is $5 a tick. So let's watch this. Looking for a little bit of a pullback here on silver. Maybe if we get down to these 107.50s, I'd look for some longs. We do have a level of resistance right here at 109.50s that was acting as resistance earlier. So maybe we look for a long there. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that on silver. Let's take a brief look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, I mean, oddly enough, NASDAQ has been just pretty dang bullish, if you ask me. This is a 5-minute chart. Look at the NASDAQ. This is an hourly chart. We had that gap down. And Sunday night, I'm going to be honest, Sunday night, the NASDAQ was not looking too hot. And sure enough, buyers just stepped in and bought this NASDAQ right up. Today it was a big bullish day. We're up 0.25%, over 0.25% today. We're pushing up. We're getting close to 26,000. 20 to 26,000 here in the NASDAQ. We had a little bit of a pullback during the afternoon when I was on for power hour, and it looks like buyers are stepping in. Maybe we do go through and break yesterday's or the New York session's high, and I would not be surprised if the NASDAQ comes up and tests 26,000. It's pretty crazy. We're seeing silver just rally like it's insane, and then we got the NASDAQ just doing the same. Talk about correlation, right? Negatively correlated, positive correlated. I don't typically like to look at correlation, and I see examples of why I shouldn't time and time again. Let's take a look back at the silver. We'll get some music back on, and we'll trade it up. Silver, just buy it, right? Looks like a death rally. Dakota, why do you trade futures on stream and options in your personal account? I do both. It's not about taxes or leverage. I could say all of the above. One up, Mike. I think it's important to be and understand a few different things, right? It's the same reason why you might have a retirement account, a 401k, and why don't you just day trade your 401k? You have different risk appetites, different areas. You view things different. You trade it different. You have different, I guess, risk and risk management styles and instruments you could use. 2,300 on the silver short, locked out for the day. Great work. Bullish bear. I think NQ gives us a fake break up to 26 to trap longs. We shall see. I mean, sellers just do not want to step in here on silver. Honestly, it looked like silver was going to go back down to $100. Honestly, I was just... I almost could have. I was gonna say the word guarantee, but there's no guarantees in these markets. Other than what do they say? Guarantees are taxes and all-time highs in equities eventually, right? But I mean, as soon as the market closed and we started selling off, I'm like, okay, we're going to $100 an ounce. Like that's almost in the books, right? And sure enough, no, we just bounced, and we have not looked back. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off here. Let's watch it. We know this thing could turn on just a dime. Technically, we're down 5%. You could see up here on the top left-hand side, we're down 5.5%. And the reason being is the close for silver is different, right? It's not just like the New York session close. I know Coach Hooper, probably most of the traders here in the YouTube chat, know exactly when it closes. I think it was like the close in silver is like $15, somewhere up here. I think it happens at like 11 or 12 Central. Let me know in the chat. You can find it on the CME's website. But I'm running a stream. 1 p.m. Central is the close for silver. 1 p.m. Eastern, which is noon Central. Yeah, that makes sense. So, right about there. Right at yeah, that's basically the close up here. So, yeah, you can see as soon as silver closed, we sold off. Right? Just big sell off right after the silver market closed. Technically, right? The silver market does close. I mean, the futures, we trade 23 hours. We have a 1 hour close from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central. But this market has been... Oh, let me get that so we can see these charts a little bit better. That's a lot better. See that? Hey, Dakota, do you backtest? Or have you backtested in the beginning of your journey? Do you think it's useful? I did so much backtesting when I was learning how to trade. And yeah, I think it's useful. I think forward testing, just actually trading, experiencing those emotions in real time are more important. It doesn't mean that backtesting isn't. Backtesting can be very, very good. The only thing you can't backtest is emotions, right? Backtesting and emotions, like, how do you backtest emotions? You really can't. It's the emotions that I see blow more accounts than anything else. How come you're trading with a combine? Well, I explained it at the very beginning of the show. These markets are volatile. Silver. Silver is so volatile. I'm not going to just sit here and jump in. And I want to do some... I'm a coach, right? I'm here to teach. We learn, practice different things. I was giving an example of the depth of the market. If there's an opportunity and things start to settle down, yeah, I'm gonna jump in and I'll take a trade in the live account. You can backtest the motions. Get yourself an angry and impatient. You'll find out again. Okay. If you can find a way to backtest the motions, let me know. Figure it out. Figure it out. Backtest the motions. Yeah, it's easy to click through candles one by one, but watching it form, doing everything, it's a different game. It's like, yeah, well, it's like a sim versus live. You practice on the basketball court, and then when it comes to like game time, it's different. Dakota, today fast markets was tough. I saw the logic risk. Yeah, I know. It's fast markets. It was rough on me. I was up. I ended the day green, but then yeah, the fast markets was rough. I wanted to short. I like the idea. I like the setup. Silver is just so volatile. I can't do what I can do in like the NASDAQ, right? In the NASDAQ, I could scale in and scale out, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time with this volatility when it comes to just one contract, all in, all out, where every single one of my trades, I was in profit, and I even said, I'm like, man, if I was in 2 or 3 contracts, it's easier I'd take 1 or 2 of them off, leave a runner. I just can't do that. Just can't do that in this silver. So I just have to figure out how to adjust in that. Hello from Portugal. Why don't you move your stop loss? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why don't I move my stop loss? Why not consider MGC with 2 to 3 contracts? I mean, you could, right? You could. Hanging out right at 110. 110 seems to be the sweet spot for silver right now. Man, we did pull down to these 109s, and now we're starting to buy it up. Is this just are we going to see this continuation? Are we going to see continuation here? Go through these session highs? Gold buy for me early in the trade. You took an L on it, was in deep in profit. You never moved to break even. Oh, moving my stop loss from. I'll have to rewatch it, but silver is so volatile. It depends on what you consider deep in profit. Wow, someone says long silver. I'm gonna watch this, right? Longs are looking really. I mean, they're looking good since we opened up tonight. I mean, look at this. I thought it looked there for a second that we were just gonna make another run and a leg lower, but nope. That was a trap. It's a trap. It is a trap. Anything more than $2 is deep in profit for me. Hey, if it's more than the commission, we're deep in profit. Anyone from Canada? I'm sure we got some people here in the chat from Canada. And while we're doing it, let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's get to we're almost there. Let's see if we could get to 200,000 subscribers in slow markets. Come on. We got to do that one. We got to do that. I want to see the subscribers go to exactly 200,000 for slow markets. Can we do that here? I'm not even going to ask for likes. Let's just get the subscribers to 200. We got to do it through slow markets. California, Montreal. I'm from Canada. Yeah, look, Toronto. A lot of traders here from Canada. Yeah, you passed the combine on micro silver right now. Nice. Entering on silver, really have to be spot on. Yeah, you got to be a little more accurate with your entries and exits on the silver when you're trading a little bit bigger size. All right, you can't size down. I like the stream. What about you? Spam in the chat, more easy. Come on, we got to get to that 200,000 subscribers during slow markets. That's gonna be my goal tonight. You have to stay online and you know, I will stay online until we get to 200,000 subscribers if we get there before slow market ends. I'll do that deal. I'll take that. I'll take that deal. I will stay live here on air until we get to 200,000 subscribers, if and only if we get there before the end of slow markets. That's not a terrible deal. That's not a terrible deal at all. Come on. Can we do it? That doesn't make sense. Hey, heads I win, tails you lose type of... Hey, I like it. It's a win-win. Everyone wins. Come on. That's like Dobie's like, where's the above below? Well, let's just throw it way down here, and then I'm going to choose the above. I was just laugh cracking up. If you guys watch the Power Hour, Dobie chose like the above below. It's pretty low. I mean, anything can happen, right? In the NASDAQ, he's like, I want it to be 100 points lower, and then he chose the above. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. Smart idea. All right. Okay, silver. Think we go and test these 111s? But like nothing. I want to see us get to it. It's a big round number. There's some resistance right at the 200,000 subscriber level. If we hit it, I want to hit it for slow markets. What type of 3-bar reversals you like trading? I have seen and entered on many reversals, and it's just straight up fails. Well, I typically use a 5-minute, and I've pretty clear on the way I enter, because it's not just every single 3-bar reversal. Break out the 200K. Yeah, we have to break through the 200,000 subscriber level. I'm short 3 golds. I need to go through. Let's do some hashtag slow markets while I'm watching this. I'm still not seeing a trade, obviously, with the power of hindsight. Very nice looking longs right there. This was resistance. That resistance is starting to become support, right? It became support. So longs looking even better for maybe a breakthrough and a retest of these 111s. But no trade for me. No trade. No. We break through 200,000 subscribers. I do a 24-hour stream. I'll make you a deal. If we get through 200,000 subscribers, I will stream again within the next 24 hours. I'm looking for a short for silver, actually. Hey, be careful, crypto trades. Be careful shorting this silver. I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. Can you look at the NASDAQ? Yeah, as soon as I'm done looking at silver. Yeah, we got some hashtag slow markets. You guys, man, trader, you guys know what to do. You guys are great with this. Hashtag slow markets. There's my socials. They're on the YouTube. In the YouTube chat, go ahead. Tag me in it. A trade, a setup. I'm already seeing tons of silver trades. There it is. There's the Instagram. There's the X. I just need some of these traders in here smarter than you look. Do we look for clean traffic to the left when looking for C setup C? I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what that means. 400 more subs to go, someone says. Maybe we might be even closer if we get to the 200,000 subscribers. I want to see it. We should be able to get it to change before slow markets. Silver just ate your money. Hey, you don't have to trade silver. Trading is optional. All right, you can trade the NASDAQ. You can just trade gold. I'm watching silver. It's very volatile. It's been the talk of, everyone's talking about it that I know. And I have been trading it. It's treating me good off and on, right? Just like any other market. You think we get there too, Coach Hoop? Actually, I think we can. I know I'm subscribed. Man, Dakota, what do you think about the NASDAQ? It's... Oh, all right, you retracted that. DBA Concepts. DBA Concepts. I don't know. This is an insane range that we put in. Like, honestly, from top to bottom, if we're going to measure today's high, 117s, and then the low that we put in right at the bell, that wasn't very long ago. Like, down here, that was what time? That was like 4 hours ago. It's like 4 hours ago we were down here almost to 100. And so this range, 3,100 ticks, 13.5% to the downside, 15.5% to the upside, but 3,100 ticks, and we've went there in basically twice in a day, right? All the way up, all the way down, and now we're right in the middle of it. We are smack in the middle of it too. Yeah, look at that. Right in the middle of this range. It's gonna be interesting. If I was to pick a direction and say this is which way I want silver to go, I would love to see silver below $100. I would love to see that. Will it get there? No, maybe not. Maybe not. What are the odds? Is this a 50-50? You know what? The way this market's going, I'm going to lean a little bit to the long side. I'm leaning that we get to these highs before we get to these lows again. Yeah, we're right in the middle of it. But yeah, I mean, obviously the longer term trend is up and to the right. But just the way this market is, it seems like we're going to be getting closer to the top before we get to the bottom, maybe, based off of this price action we're seeing tonight. Anything can happen. Higher highs, higher lows on GC. Do we get back to all-time highs? Like after that sell-off at the end of day today, and to think that we're going to go back and hit an all-time high the very next day, I just, wow. It'd be insane. Dakota, what happened to your live account? Not going to put any money at risk right now. If you don't want to be trading your live account, you can always switch to a practice. I highly recommend it, especially during times of like high volatility, or you know what? When you're in the middle of running a stream, hosting a class, teaching, helping traders. There's that risk disclosure by the Nightbot. Okay, silver's right back and forth around 110. Back and forth around 110. I got to get to some of these hashtag slow markets though. Ooh, okay. Yeah, a few nice ones. This is a good one. Give me a second. Going through some of the hashtag slow markets as always. Gotta do a little extra talking tonight. Make sure my throat doesn't get too bad. Super direct? Nope. Why does everybody assume that? Why does everybody assume that? I trade in a simulated environment when the markets are more volatile, or when I do not see a trade or I'm working on things. Second trading combine pass. Stack them up. Stack them up. Don't worry, I'm getting through these hashtag slow markets. Some good ones. There's pretty good ones. Okay, we're starting to sell off a little bit. Do we range trade this? Dobie, do we range trade this? Do we buy these lows, looking for it to come back up and retest above 110s? I was born in volatility. Yeah, that's the answer. He was born in volatility. I'm talking about live and combines. Yeah, you can have both. You can have a live account and also work on your a trading combine practice account. I want to trade to buy more land in Puerto Rico. Okay. Different goals. If you buy land in Puerto Rico, I'm invited to your housewarming party. Maybe I'll show up. Maybe I'll show up to Puerto Rico with bars of silver. Where's Dobie when you need him for range trades? I know. It's tempting. It's tempting. We could put on a range trade here. Let's do it. Range trade has officially been put on. We are in a range trade, everybody. Or I am. Remember the Topstep risk disclosure in the YouTube chat? Man, that's 156 ticks. That doesn't look like 100 ticks. That does not look like 100 ticks. That y-axis, it'll get you. Yeah, see, nice little range trade. Let's tighten up that risk now. Risking 55 ticks. So, see if we go back up to 110. Someone says range trade's gonna get toasted. Gonna drop to 108. Well, if it does, I'm gonna be out at 109.28. Derek the Whisperer says you miss me. How's the market treating you? The market has its bad days, but I know it loves me. You have to know the market the way I know the market. Nice little range trade here. Remember, there's Topstep risk disclosure. It's not a signals class. Highly recommended to not follow my exact trades or fade them, as we learned last night. Or as they learned. So now, if this was a loser, if this was a losing trade, if this was that's one of the guarantees, I think, right? We talk about the guarantees in life are death and taxes. You know, the other one I'm going to put on there is when I'm in a losing trade, someone's going to be hop in on in chat saying fade him. They won't hop in chat and say I faded you after when it's in the green. Am I a Utah Mammoth fan? What's that? What's the? I'll have to look up what the Utah Mammoths are. Guys, I'm long. I gotta read the messages before I read. I gotta read them in my mind before I shout them out. That used to be a fade. Yeah, there was a day dedicated to Fade Dakotas. It was Fade Dakota Fridays. Put my take profit at 725. Let's do it. You said 725. Bam. Risk-free trade. We got the music going. We got green on the screen. We got silver rocking. We got the chat going. We got hashtag slow markets popping off. It's a good night. It is a good night. Man. There we go. And just like that. Just like that. Little pick me up. All systems go. We are clear for takeoff. Let's go, silver. Hi-yo, silver. The hardest easy money Yeah, get to that 200,000 subscribers. That's got to be worth it now. Come on, I'm showing you the good stuff. I'm showing you the good stuff. Oh, only the good stuff. Again, we're getting a lot of good submissions. Now lock it out. Hey Dakota, is it true that huge reaction is coming on? I'll just check the. Almost got me. Almost got me. Oh, chat. Almost got me. Took me a second. Hey, it's charts after dark. Anything could happen. We're gonna keep watching this. We're gonna keep watching. Like the Walmart intercom. Yeah. Yeah. I trailed. Got ticked out. That's a good name for the show. Yeah, shout out my man, Coach J. I almost called it that. Charts after dark. But here's the thing. We have traders from around the world. And it might be dark where I'm at. But it's like morning or lunch for a majority of our traders. Like a lot of our traders are like, we have like, yeah, just waking up. Just waking up. It's the Asian session. We're just opening. We're just getting started. So depending on where you're at, you could technically say charts after dark at any time of day, right? Charts gone wild. That's only for silver. Silver's got that. Charts gone wild. The silver's gone wild. Yeah. I'm not brave enough to short a range trade up here though. I don't think I'm gonna short a range trade up at the top end of these 110s. I'd rather buy it down here than sell it up here, right? I took my profit because it doesn't mean it won't work, right? It doesn't mean it won't work range trading it because you buy low, sell high. But I'll be going against all of this all this momentum. This momentum. Don't short until 111.60s. All right, let's do it. I don't have a poll, but all right. See, chat, you already got me all screwed up. You got me screwed up. I got to start thinking straight again. Focus. A chat, right? Let's pull the chat. One in the chat. If you think we're going to be hitting $100 an ounce in silver, or two in the chat if you think we're going to be hitting 120. Do you think we're going to be up or down $10? Or what do you think is going to come first? 120 or 110 or 100 even, right? Or do you think we're going to go? 2 if you think we're going to get to 120. 1 if you think we're going to get to 110. Oh, it's very mixed. Very, very mixed. 6, 7. Seen a lot more 2s though. A lot more 2s. Leaning bullish. Chat's leaning bullish. Yeah, chat's leaning bullish. Yep. Ooh, here's a good question. Jason, Do you see any difference between this job and working at a blackjack table? Hey, you know what? As long as the money is flowing my way, doesn't matter. If I was a house, I would be a blackjack dealer. Yeah, I'd be a blackjack dealer. Give me the house. Bull flag forming on gold. Is the bull flag forming on silver? Good answer. Feels like a stone wall here in the NASDAQ. You just bought a B2 funded. I have 5th payout in XFA. Does it mean I'm going to be going live soon? I believe so. I believe it's 5 payouts. Let's take a look while we're watching this silver. Let's get some hashtag slow markets in here. There's some good ones. There are some good ones. Topstep, Coach DBA. Last time was a plane. This time is a hotel room. Nice. Nice work. Long and strong from silver. Man, looking pretty good. Ready for power hour. All right. Ready for slow markets. Just a goodie for my TV. I'm up 1,500 up on 2 combines. Auto lock in action now. Auto lock in action now. Ugh. Let's go this one. Day trading Zay. Base hit on the XFA Express for last day. Taking the payout tomorrow and past another combine. All right. There's your XFAs. Nice work, man. Man, nice. Take a look at this. Alex completed my 5th payout last week and about to request my 6th. Still haven't received an update about moving to a live account. Support says there's no clear timeline. Policy mentions eligibility after the 5th. Sure. Oh, I'm definitely sure the team's looking at you to move you to live. Look at that. Would you look at that? Look at that. You have $151,000 worth of profits in your XFA. Nice work. Nice work. And there goes silver. Hi-ho. We're gone. We're gone. That was indeed a bear flag. That was a bull flag. Sorry, bull flag. Don't they only move over 30,000? Nope. Nope. If you're in a 50K combine, Bruno, if you want to just correct me if I'm wrong. If you're in a 50K combine, they'll move over $50,000. If you're in a 100K combine, they'll move over 100,000. 150K max is 150. Man, look at that. There's the 111s. Very nice, very clean, straightforward. It's just going. Let's look. I'm seeing what the rest of these markets. What are we looking at here? All right. I'm just checking the equities, seeing what's moving. Yeah, the NASDAQ's up 0.4. We got Microsoft up 0.7. Broadcom's up 1%. That's it. I mean, gold's down 0.3. Silver, you're seeing it right now. We're down 0.4. We're down 4%. And we're still down 4%. At one point, we were down what? What were we down? I mean, 4% add-on. Oh, look at it. It's just going. Another 8%. So we were down almost 12% at one point. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Bruno. Live starting balance is up to the largest XFA size when moving to live. Simple, straightforward. And now we wait. See, that's why I don't want to short. That's why I'm happy with I didn't get into a short at the top. Coach Dakota just made $900, 906. Longs, baby on silver. Entry was 109.86. Take profit was 111. Nailed it. Nailed it. Am I still holding my gold trade? No, I no longer have gold. I sold all my gold in my my account, my futures positions. I sold it all. My target was 5,000. I got 5,000. I bought it at 4,000, so I'm happy. That's all I was. That's all I wanted. Just give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. Going back to this. Let's make sure I get everyone. No. Oh yeah, hard year still going. Hashtag slow market. No trade ever defines us. I love that quote. You should never let a single trade define you, right? A single trade. Never let a single trade define you. I like that. That's great. Side art, let's go. Silver, past 2 combines in 2 days. Great work. NASDAQ Anonymous. Locked in a payout with a silver pump. Thank you, Silver. Nice. Man, you guys are just doing really well. Doing really well. Why does anyone tag anybody who's not doing well that's brave enough to show a loss? You can do that too. Learn from your losses. Learn from your losses, man. Everyone's just passing their combines left and right. I mean, technically, this combine, this is almost there. Almost there for this combine. When you pass the combine at night, does it turn to an XFA at night? At the end of the trading day. Ooh, look, we get a little bit of sell-off back. Do we go back to 110? Are we going to go back to 110 here? Lost 2K on the 12th. Pass the combine for very first time. Okay, very first time you've passed the combine. Great work. Great work. Love seeing that. We got new traders joining and entering into this industry for the first time, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see. Yes, wait like 30 minutes. We do have a dang, it's in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes we got the bottom of the hour. Man, time is just flying by. Bottom of the hour, see what we'll do here. Like I said, me personally, I low-key want this market to just sell off back down towards lower than 100. But it's what my eyes are saying is this market's going up. What my heart wants and what silver's doing are two different things. You know what? You know what this rally is about? People keep asking me, like, what's going on with silver? What's going on? I should just write a whole memo or, I don't know, educational post, and post it on social media. What the reality is. Here's my conspiracy on why silver is rallying. I think it's the werewolves. I really do. I think it is the werewolves. They're trying to corner this market so we can't use it against them. No, it's not aliens momentum. It's the werewolves. That's the only logical reason. I mean, that's as good as analysis, right? That's as good as what? Why else? Does it really matter? Werewolves of London, yeah. They're trying to overthrow us. Hey, you know what? It doesn't really matter. Why? As long as we're trading it. As long as we're trading it. We know they don't like silver. Better than Kramer? Hey, you know, I'm not throwing shade at them, but how many times do I watch a professional economist try and predict these markets? Just like, you know what? Man, just make that sounds more logic than half the stuff that I see out there. The goldfish. The snow moon is February 1st. Yeah, scarcity and higher demand for chip manufacturing. Bottom of the hour in about 7 minutes here. And we are marching closer to that 200,000. I got an update. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to the 200,000 subs. Can we get it? We have to be able to get to 200,000 subs tonight. Look, there goes silver. Up and away. Up, up, and away. 111. We should be back. Man. Beautiful inverse head and shoulders. I could see that, right? Here's a shoulder. Here's the head. Here's a shoulder. There's the neckline. And then we break out, right? No, wait, why head and shoulders? Well, if you hit Alt-I, right, you could draw it like this. This is just an upside down chart of silver, right? Shoulder, here's the head, here's the shoulder, here's the neckline. We broke down. And then we Alt-I, and this is what we're doing now. So looking very, very good for the bulls. Man, it's just, my mind is just blown. 9% rally off that low from a few hours ago. How do you inverse the chart? Well, on my keyboard, I hit Alt-I. Alt-I. Three bar on a higher time frame. What time frame are you looking at? Bears have given up and probably have their orders around 117 to short. I don't know. Maybe the bears just went into hibernation. They had their fun. The bears in this market had their fun. Their fun lasted, how long was this? It lasted not very long. It lasted 3 hours. The bears in silver lasted 3 hours, and they had fun. 13, almost 14%, 3,280 ticks. They tried tonight. They missed the field goal. They just got ran over. It doesn't mean, honestly, we could see anything. We could wake up tomorrow and we could be back down at these lower 100s, 103s. We could be right back up to the 117s. Anything can happen. Lasted 3 hours after trying for weeks. I know, right? I mean, if you zoom out, honestly, there's been a couple times they attempted it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And each of these sell-offs, they don't last very long. There's 1 day, 2 days, 2 days, not very much. That was the biggest sell-off in silver for a while. Just looking at it on the daily. If we look at the different time frame, like an hourly chart, I'm sure we could go through and nitpick and just see what's the silver market. Like there's a little good. There's a good example. It didn't last very long at all. It's just so fast. Just down, right back up. Very fast. Last time, maybe we see something like this. I would not be opposed to see something like this, right? Big sell-off, instant recovery, maybe some consolidation. So maybe we see a pattern like this, but in a bigger scale. If you like copy paste this, maybe we could see some further consolidation. We do have FOMC. Remember FOMC week. Let's make sure we don't get so narrow viewed. We got to just zoom out, make sure we understand the big picture, not so focused on the silver, but earnings. It's earnings week. Lots of earnings are coming out. We have FOMC rate statement, and that's going to be a big one with Powell. Of course, later on, we have initial jobless claims and more information to come. A lot of data coming out throughout this week. So earnings, a lot going on. So anything can move this market. And you've seen after today, man, it does not take a lot, right? One thing in a market that's very volatile like silver, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. Everything was looking fine, and it looked like we were just going to keep going and going. And the next thing you know, it just flipped the script. just completely flip the script. Drops, as we probably won't see a real dump until silver hits 400. Well, are you talking about a percentage, right? Because 14% is huge. I don't know what you'd consider a real dump. 13.5%, but maybe extended, right? Maybe time, other than just like 13% is a pretty deep pullback, but the time it took is what maybe what you're looking at. Like there's just nothing. Like the opportunity was just so quick. $400 is JP Morgan's number, not mine. 400 what? 400 what? Where do I put my stop loss? I don't know. Where does your process say you put your stop loss? $400 an ounce. 400 USD an ounce? We'll see. We'll see. And we're getting a little bit of a sell-off here. Do we go back down to 110? It's the bottom of the hour. Bottom of the hour is right here, right now. So seeing a little bit of volatility come into this market. See if we get a push back down to 110. 105 on silver. I'd love to see 105 on silver. I don't know if we'll get it though. Silver may retrace 109.49. Silver might just keep going up too. Silver might just keep going up. Why would silver not just keep going up like this? That's the question. We had that sell-off for a couple hours. Now, it's maybe the buy algorithms are back on. Do we call them algorithms? Have you got any silver on your personal? This afternoon I did short silver on my personal, and I got out for plus $21. I shorted 2 minis on my personal account, and I got out for plus $21. Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm happy I broke even on that one. I bought physical silver today, already up. All right, nice. Did you pay a big premium on that physical? Dakota, as a new trader, would you recommend using signals or learning to trade independently first? As a new trader, I would highly recommend learning how to trade independently first. It's okay to watch traders trade to see how they manage their trade, how they look at the markets and view the markets, but you always want to be able to trade independently. Signals are just no bueno. I do not recommend just trading signals. If anybody sells signals, that should be a red flag in the first place. You should be able to trade independently for sure. You will get many signals. Remember, this is one of my favorite quotes from Hogue, and I might get it wrong, but it's something down the lines of intuition whispers, and come on, chat, you got this. Finish the quote for me. Intuition whispers, right? Bad habits scream, or shoot, dang. Come on, chat, you got this. Ego fails? No, that's not it. Greed shouts? No, no, no. Intuition whispers. Come on, let's see it. Impulse screams. Got it. Nail it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Impulse screams. Intuition whispers. Impulse screams. You should be able to trade independently, so I'm just shitting on the entire section of the population who uses advisors. You know what? Yes, you should be able to trade independently if you're going to be a day trader. And yes, I am shitting on the entire population who uses Signal's subscriptions to day trade. Yes. There's a difference between a advisor versus a paid Signal to just day trade for you. There's completely different than what we do here at Topstep. We are day trading. We are independent day traders, and at least me personally, have never seen a Signal service who's going to give you accurate day trading signals quick enough to day trade that's worth a damn, unless you're going to be paying thousands and thousands. And if anything, why are they giving the Signal if they really do have an edge, right? You talk about this. I talk about it a lot, Coach Jay and I. And like I said, this is where my strong opinions come from. Are you really going to be sitting there, teaching someone exactly your system and your trading strategy if it works? No. You should never teach someone this is how you should trade. This is where you need to get in, and this is where you need to get out. That's completely wrong, because nobody knows 100% of the time. Yeah, and there's another good example. Great statement, Raul. What happens when the guy that's giving you the quote signal is gone, right? Then you're just left not knowing how to trade, or not really knowing how to do it yourself. It's like, what do they call it? It's a handicap, right? You're so used to relying on something, when that something that you're relying on is gone, you lose your dependence. Like you're out of luck. You're SOL. What's your bias on gold tonight? I think it's gonna go up unless it goes down. Yeah, these markets are bullish. I mean, silver is going up right now. Silver's going up. What an answer. There's my you talk about signals. Which direction is gold going? It might go up unless it's going to be going down. Every single night I come on air and we're trading it up, and I'm answering questions, and 100% this is not a signals advice. This is not signals or trading advice or financial advice. I'm here to educate and help. I'm also here to get better myself, right? I'm not the best. It depends. Look at silver. Look how just strong it is. It's just holding up. Holding on up. Yeah, it's that same thing. You teach a man to fish. Or however it goes, I don't know. Whatever. Can you explain how you use the ticks when it breaks? You go long or go short? The tick chart I use is on the right hand side, and I just look at market structure, right? Very, very straightforward. You see how there was some nice lower highs here? And look at these lower highs. And then as soon as it broke, that was a pretty good entry, but you got to be accurate. It helps with your setup, zooming in. What bait am I using on the market? There's a smart answer to that somehow. We gotta figure it out. Man, we are so close to 200,000 subscribers. Who's gonna be that 200,000? I think we could. I really do. We got what? 21 minutes left. Coach Hoop. I don't know. If we could find out who the 200,000, maybe I could try. I'm gonna sign in. Make sure I'm subscribed. Chicken livers. We are the bait that I'm using. We're using stop losses as bait. Unsubscribe, resubscribe. Does that work? I'm gonna yeah. Watching silver. I want to get into another trade. I'm looking for setups. We're still seeing this volatility. It's moving quite a bit actually. Man, traders tearing it up. $110. Man, it's so weird to just look at this chart and be like, you know, we were at 102. I love chicken. I love your content, though, man. You're a great trader, no doubt. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Coach Hoop. We might have to phone a friend. Call your brother. Call your sister. Tell them just to come on over and subscribe to TopstepTV. Watch slow markets. We got to get to this 200,000 goal. It's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. And I want to see it happen tonight during slow markets. Oh, you guys really want to get the 200,000. Trust me. Trust me. Coach Hoop, it's, you know, you win a bag of frozen peas. No. It's just... Come on. The frozen peas are all mine. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do one of these. I like the longs here. I'm going to pull out this handy dandy long because I've maxed out this. I've maxed this one out. Let's see if we can get a nice long trade going. We're gonna long this silver market. We're gonna long like ping pong. Ping pong's more like a range trade. Let's see if we get a breakout through these 111s. So this would say I'm only gonna get in this trade. This would be like a buy stop type, like buy stop. So it's not gonna trigger until we break out. So this is it's not been triggered yet. We're gonna have a nice. We'll go for a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 risk reward here. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I have a crush on silver. Yeah. NASDAQ doesn't like it. All right, let's see if we can get through this. This would be like a buy stop. This order will only trigger if we get above 111.100. So we'll see if it gets triggered. I want to see if this tool will. I wonder if it will work. Yeah, let's see if this. We're gonna test this tool out. We're testing it out. Hoop, you have to let me know. Man, we got to get to that 200,000 subscriber mark tonight. During slow markets, how epic would that be? 200,000 during slow markets. I'm gonna text my my sister. I'm gonna text my sister. Can you tune into slow markets and subscribe? I gotta get it. That's my goal here. It's going to be tough. Coach Hoop, with an attitude like that. With an attitude like that. Now I feel like a peddler, man. Next thing you know, I'm going to have an affiliate code and peddling it and renting a Lamborghini. I'm just kidding. XFA silver trading is... I don't think so. Need the motivation chat. Need to motivate chat. Come on, Hoop. No. RDW. No bots. None of that stuff. My sister's not subscribed. Okay, I don't know. I sent her a message. I said, do it tonight. I said, low-key, this is what I said. This might be random and very, very odd, but can you go to this stream and subscribe? I never I very rarely message her, and maybe it will allow me to reconnect with her a little more. Like, you haven't messaged me for months. Why are you now? It's not cheating. All right, Silver. Let's get through these 111s. See if we get into a trigger long. Let's go. Drop a like. FD Trader, you got the idea. Let's go. Haven't given up. Hey, hey, the futures industry is bright. The futures industry is growing rapidly. I see it. I see it. Like over the past 2 years, over the past 2 years and a half since I've been in the prop world, man, it's just growing and growing. Gold already passed that resistance. Silver's struggling. Silver's not getting through that. This will be a breakout trade. Futures is already the future. It's not wanting to. That's why buy stops are good. Happy this one didn't get triggered yet. Maybe we go down to do we go down to the 110s now? I don't know. Watching it. It's still valid. It's still valid if we break through the 111s. I think we could get that momentum. Popeyes. Pop ES. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I just subscribed. Nice work. Nice work. What tool is that? Well, I like this tool. I'm a little new to it, but it's the long and then the short position, right? This one I have is the long position. There's also a short position here, and this is on the projection right there. You click on it. Pretty cool tool. I break even, should have grabbed 300. It sounds like my New York session. I had like 3 trades during the New York session, and I was up. I probably could have pulled $200 or $300 out of each one of them. Texted your ex. She said she'll sub. Hey. Nothing wrong with that. How many are we away from the 200,000? I think we're closer than you think. I don't know the exact number, but I'm pretty sure we'll get there if we put forth the effort. I'll get pinged, and we'll see the 199 to turn to 200,000. Be pretty sick. Gold starting, or this is not gold. Silver. I could do a breakdown, a short silver trade. This will be the exact, it'd be very similar, right? If we break this. This would be just breakout. We're range trade. We could range trade it, buy low, sell high. Very similar to the last one. Why don't I use 1 minute instead of the 100 tick? The 100 tick for me is more accurate. It helps me gauge and view like volatility and velocity. See how fast these orders are coming into the market. Remember, it's 100 ticks. We could range trade was probably the best, right? Buy low, sell high. Can't see any levels. Gold, plenty of movement for me. Coach Hoop. We got another hashtag slow markets. Look at this one. Sam, one and done on this 150K and passed. Zoom in there. Oh, dang. Whew. You bought that and held it. Nice trade on the NASDAQ too. Great trade. Nice work. You used the 100 tick the same as you would a time base. Very similar, I would say. Very similar. All right, silver. Shorting what? I'm trying to see if we can have a breakout trade here before the end of slow markets. But we're just not getting it. I think we're much closer than that, Colleen, Apollo. Yeah, we're much closer than that. We are like 900 closer than that. Yeah, 100 tick on slow markets makes sense. Fast markets, it could be a little bit fast, right? But silver, it's been pretty good. It's been good. We're gonna change this music up. Bruno, not scalping? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if we get a short now. A short or a long. I want to break out of this range before the end of slow markets here in 9 minutes. Can we get it? Can we get it? All right, that'd be a good place for a stop loss. See, this is another reason. This is how I'm using the 100 tick chart. So, you know, take note, take watch. I like to use these pivots. See, nice pivot, nice place to use my stop loss. Oh, so close. So close, Coach Hoop. Do I want to read this? I low-key want to read this. Bruno, I gotta read this. What's the difference to go on the top step and a bad? All right, we better delete that. Yeah, we can delete it. Sorry, man. Woman, we gotta remove that. That's a funny one, but I gotta remove it. It's not appropriate. There it goes. We got triggered in. Oh man, that tool even tells us when we get triggered in. All right, let's target these lows. I'm gonna target these lows where we were at. This is my favorite tool. My favorite tool for these trade setups. Pretty sick. It tells you where you get triggered in. Look, see, it highlights the green. I got my pivot, my stop loss right there. The big short begins. Shorting silver is not for the faint of heart. I think I aged 5 years whenever I short silver. Three mesh L. Come on, let's do it. We got this. We're so close. I will tell you what. If we don't get to 200,000 subscribers, Fast Markets is going to get it. Now, I'm going to be on Fast Markets tomorrow morning for the New York Session Open, but let's just get it tonight. Why not? It'd be something we can celebrate tomorrow. You got the blood pressure reader by... No, I lost my Whoop. I lost my Whoop. So you see I'm not wearing it on my wrist. When I go boxing, I started to take it off. And I lost it, and then I found it in my washer. So it's just drying right now. Well, we're no momentum to the downside. Sellers are just AFK. Sellers are AFK. Liquidity sweep? Yeah, it's looking like it. I really like this tool. I tell you, this tool is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet if you ask me. Where did we get triggered in? Right there? Okay. I have a Galaxy. Watch to measure heart rate. It's pretty useful. Okay. All right. We got 6 minutes to the end of class. Oh, okay, here we go. Great. Look at that. That's so cool. It just shows it. Beautiful. Anybody take this? Not as a signal, but if this is their own setup, who's short? Coach Hoop keeps showing me. We're getting closer and closer. Dang. There are 1,600, over 1,600 people here watching tonight. We could get 50 more subscribers. Come on. Before we end class, we got to get 50 more subscribers in the next 5 minutes. Oh, that's a hard ask. But I believe we could do it. Oh, so close to the TP. So close to the TP right there. Is it a big ask? Well, this market's selling off on the big ask. No trades for you this session. That's okay. I didn't take a trade because you passed the combine. Hey, that's a good reason to not take a trade. 18,000 on the candle drop. Interesting. Yeah, I think all the people here are already subscribed. I know. Getting another 50 in the next 5 minutes would be hard. I tried though. I tried. I really wanted to during slow markets. Silver is reversing. What? Subscriber close to take profit? Yeah, this take profit is like, that's how I feel about how close we got to the 200,000 subscribers. So close. But it just doesn't count. We're just not there yet. Yeah, fast markets. It might be fast markets, Coach Hoop. We didn't. I appreciate all the efforts. We got a lot tonight, but we just needed. I'd take 50 more. Just a quick 50. Less than 50. That was a buy the dip opportunity in silver. So close to the take profit. I'm not going to adjust it. My stop loss is still there. It's above that pivot. We could still get it. 110's been the line in the sand. 110's been the line of the sand. It would be really fitting to hit 200,000 subscribers for slow markets. That would be like a birthday present. My birthday was in October, but like it'd be the same feeling. Wake your roommate up to subscribe. We're going door to door for subscribers. Trade quietly? Nope. It's, a lot more than that. I think it's probably delayed for you. Wait, that tool pivots a trade for visual purposes only? Yeah. Yep. This is putting out a trade so we can visually see, you know, the trade setup and everything. I don't have to place it on this account. We're going door-to-door salesman for subscribers. Get to that 200K. Silver is so resilient. Probably, sir. We just keep going up. We just keep going up. I would have been out when it was above the body low red candle on that move. On what candle? Are you talking about this? Yeah, I'm just letting this one play out. What's the tool called on the dashboard? If you go over here on the projection, long position, short position. That's it. Long position, short position. This one is a short position. I clicked it, set it up. It's a beautiful metal also, yeah. Silver is a very beautiful metal. So is gold. I like gold a lot better than silver, honestly. We're getting the subscriber numbers up, Poop. We're getting it. We bump those numbers up. Hey. Never underestimate the power of the slow market audience getting the amount of subscribers that Topstep needs for 200,000. Doug Noah, appreciate that one. You're getting them. We're getting it. We're not the market, but the subscribers. The subscribers is closer to the TP than it is this dang silver market. Hoag's 80% rule would have helped. Yeah. 10% rule, 80% rule. Now it's turning red. Interesting. Someone says, Edgy invests as Amazon secures a 581 million Pentagon Cloud contract for Air Force. Just let me know if that is true. Let's take a look to see. Not seeing anything on this feed. See what source it is. Check for accuracy. Oh, look. Stop loss so far, so good. Was in the right place. Let's see how this plays out, and then we can finish the session. Coach Hoop, are we getting close to the final count? We got to be so close. So close. Going back down to 110. Now I'm going to move my stop loss. Dang it, Hoop. We are so freaking close. You know what? Would you look at that? We got to see this trade play out. We got to see this trade play out. Come on. So close. DBA concept rules? Oh, yes. 100%. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we get it. Move the stop loss. This is why I use the 100 tick chart. Whenever we have these nice pivots, beautiful area for stop loss. Thank you for showing the tool. Of course. Of course. That's what I'm here for. Answer questions. You guys get to see me, how I view these markets, how I trade. I'm not the best. I try my best. I'm here on slow markets, Sunday through Thursday. I love it. I enjoy it so much. And then I go on to the day show and trade it up, have some fun conversation, crack some dad jokes. I love getting the team with dad jokes. I don't look them up, but I'm around a lot of people that's just, all the jokes. Charles William, we're much higher. I'm waiting for the final number. We legit are like 20 away. We're like 20 subs away from 200,000. Let's get this TP. We got to finish take profit. Take profit hit on silver here. And I don't want to end the stream until we get to those subscribers. I'm gonna close slow markets, and we're gonna hit that 200 subscribers. We're there. I got my sister to subscribe. See, that's a cool tool. I like this tool. This is one of my favorite tools on here. Yeah, pretty sweet if you ask me. It calculates it. Nailed. Take profit, hit. There we go. Silver is all you hear these days. Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's do a round of what's going on in the market before we end here. Silver, we had that big sell-off. We got this nice rally pump coming up. So I'd be curious to see if we get the sell-off. And let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Take a look at the NASDAQ real quick while Coach Hoop is... There you go. 199,976. So close. But hey, that's all I can ask for. NASDAQ is pumping. Are we going to get to 26,000 here on the NASDAQ? Maybe. I got an air horn. I got the air horn out for the 200,000 subs. So close. So close. So close. Look at this. Look at this market. Talk about consolidation. If this isn't one of the biggest levels of consolidation, major resistance here at the 26,000 level. We've came here 3, 4, 5, 6 times. We are there again. So are we going to see resistance, or are we finally going to start to break out? Go and look at the depth of market. Yeah. NASDAQ keeps pumping higher. We're up 0.5%. Just a quick check on gold. Trying to drag this out a little bit, seeing if we can get to that subscriber goal. I don't know if we could get the last 20 of them so fast, but here is gold on the daily, looking very similar to silver. Taking a look at this hourly chart. We filled that gap. We filled that gap here on the gold. Had that nice big sell-off. This was support. Support tried to become resistance. You could see gold went up to 50, 75. We're getting a little bit of a pullback here as we speak. And it'll take a lot, I think, to get through this 5,100 level. Here is my, I don't want to say prediction, because I think prediction's incorrect, but this is the way I view this market. I do believe we have FOMC on Wednesday. Wednesday's a big day. Tonight is Tuesday's price action. We might stay within this range until we get the FOMC and the PALS press conference and all that information on Wednesday. So I am thinking that this gold will stay inside this range until we get it. I know it's not hard to do. I know that's not a very hot take or big, huge prediction. I'm just saying, from my experience, I myself am not going to be expecting a big move in one direction or the other here on gold. I could be wrong. Gold can definitely pump or rally or break this. And I think it's going to be going for the same on silver. I think it's very similar on silver. This is one heck of a range. So looking to see silver stay within this range until Wednesday. So we have a whole night of price action. London session all day tomorrow. And then, let's see. Anything can happen. This is a very volatile market. This is a more hot take because it's silver, and you see all these crazy movements on silver. So, and no way, Coach you. And that being said, we are 7 away. We are 7 away from the 200,000. We're 7 away. 200,000 subscribers. 6 away. We starting the countdown to 200,000 subscribers. We are 6 away from 200,000 subscribers. We're gonna hit it right here during slow markets. Come on, we got to. I got to get the air horn back out. We got to get the air horn back out. Let's go. Like New Year's all over again. We got the countdown. What are we, 6 away? Off goes the music. Off goes the music, man. All right. Venoms. All right. We could do it. We can do it. Let's see this countdown. Did we get to 200? 200? Someone says now? I got to wait for the official. 200,006. We officially hit it. Air horns. Slow markets. I knew we could do it. See, that was a hard ask, but we got it. You never underestimate the community of slow markets. I love it. Thanks, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I know it's fun. I love to see it. And it's a subscription to YouTube. It's free, right? It's free. I do this here for free. And it's a big one. It really is. Getting to 200,000 during slow markets is something else. I will see everybody bright and early tomorrow morning. I really highly recommend tuning in. I will be there for the market open and then again tomorrow night for slow markets. We have witnessed history in silver, and we just witnessed history on the subscriber goal here at TopstepTV. Take care, everybody, and see you tomorrow.